Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to Crusader Kings 4 as Jorvik? Jorvik. We are playing as in the Norse Kingdom. We are at war with almost all the Anglo-Saxon nations, which is fine. One of the things I ignored and probably shouldn't be ignoring anymore is a bunch of my kids can get married. So we should deal with that. We have our half-brother, who's not going to inherit anything. So we're going to pick someone purely for alliance. So we're going to turn off inheritable traits and alliance power, someone who's actually of a decent age. This lovely person. Not going to stress too much about him because he's a half-brother. Things will have gone very wrong if we end up needing to use his lineage to continue. It's not impossible. Unfortunate things happen. Isn't he my primary heir? No, he's my second heir. Okay, I'm actually going to turn around and we are going to focus more on a trait for him because it's not impossible that we end up going down our second kid's lineage. And we're going to grab anything better than quick. Ooh, quick and beautiful. I kind of wish I got this for my primary heir. That's awesome. Bam. And then my daughter can be married. We will go. Ooh, a lot more choices on heritable traits. But we have a lot of kids, or a lot of sons, I should say. So the chances of her inheriting is very low. So we're going to turn around and focus on alliances again. Oh, and we can marry in and ally the Isles. That would be useful until we've gotten rid of a bunch of the Anglo-Saxon nations. And then we'll have to not. That's okay. You can match a lineal marriage, which means the children of this family have the woman's family line, basically, which is a good way to extend your dynasty if you need to. We have tons of kids, so it's I'm not really worried about it. Oh, whoa, he would do that? Okay, let's do that. If we can keep our line, we might as well. It's better. The more of our dynasty out there, the better relations, the better a bunch of things. So we'll do that. Apparently we can take a... Really? That's got to be a religious thing. Where do you see that? I've not seen that option before. Concubine. Just intriguing. Okay, this will be purely for inheritable traits. Of which we have none? I don't know why this person's coming up when they clearly don't have any. Okay, we're not going to worry about this right now because everyone's in prison. It doesn't really help us. What else do we want to do? We should talk about, not to just talk a ton again at the beginning of the second video, but there's a few things we skipped. There's Norse culture. The head of the culture, who is not us, but might be us one day, can basically choose a focus for developing technology. So we are in the tribal era. Right now, he is developing the ledger for us, which is, what does it give us? +1 domain limit, which is nice. I would prefer him to do Case Bale, which this gives us the ability, if we have the Duke title, for example, and we don't have all the places within the Duke Kingdom, this gives us a right to attack and take it. Very useful. It just speeds things up a little bit. But there's lots of upgrades. Eventually, we will get into the early medieval era, which can get us some better inheritance laws and stuff. So if we go to our realm and we go to succession and look at our succession laws, right now we are confederate partition. Basically, all children inherit equally. And this is interesting, but makes it challenging because every time my main character die, my empire is going to be split up amongst all my children. And I'm only going to become one of those children. Now, as long as you hold an upper title, you're generally okay because your primary heir will keep your primary title. So the dukedom will be inherited by our primary kid. If we can grab the Kingdom of England or Scotland, you will inherit that. But it's still, you know, it keeps, I guess it keeps things interesting because it breaks up your empire. And we can't change to either of these because we don't have the what is this? Hereditary rule unlocked from the early medieval era. We're not even in the early medieval era, so we can't do that. And then we can't go to a single heir because we need high crown authority, which we don't have, and primogeniture. I can't say that right now, but this is a late medieval era thing. We're a long way away from being able to do that, so it's, you know, something we're gonna have to keep in mind for a long time. I do happen to notice though that our crown authority is set to autonomous vassals, which makes them like us better, but they don't have to give us levies or money in it or anything. So we're going to change to limited crown authority. This gives us the right to revoke titles from our vassals if they annoy us, to remove them to some extent, and we force them to give us some levies and some income. We're definitely going to want that. And now let's continue this war. That is going very well for us. Jarl Halfdan of Jorvik. Oh, marriage acceptance. Marriage acceptance. And marriage acceptance. We're going to move past and siege down this last fort. Our ally is doing a very poor job of taking this fort, but that's fine. Our main army took that, so we'll move up to that fort. We caught their army out, but that's fine because it was our primary army with us, who's a very good commander. We'll just kind of demolish that and move on with our life. Okay, come help our ally, because good lord, he's been sieging this down forever. Oh, we're at 100%. We don't need to keep sieging. What am I doing? So we can enforce our demands, which is apparently the lower half of Northumbria, which is very nice. So we will enforce the demand. Yep. Oh, I just straight up have the king in jail. I wonder how long ago that was. I wonder how long I was sieging stuff and didn't need to. Because if you capture the ruler, you just win. It's just game over. Bring our armies back. Apparently, I'm still at war with someone. Who am I at war with? Defending against the East Icelandic conquest of Earldom of Mercia. Who? Why? What? Why are you at war with me? I didn't see you. I think what happened is he was at war. What territory is he up for? Oh, okay. So he wants this territory, which I just took. So he was at war with Northumberland for said piece of territory. So when I took it, his war transferred to us. So we're not going to send our entire army over there. We're just going to send 1,000 troops. Because it costs money to buy ships. So we're going to save money by not sending everyone. And we'll just have our main army come and sit here. Finally, after all this time, I have the evil petty king Alla of Northumbria at my mercy. When I heard of my father Ragnar's death at his hands, I swore I would have my revenge. And I am a man of my word. This is one of the things with this game. I think it's fun to roleplay your characters. Otherwise, you just always end up playing the same type. So for us, we are callous. So we're a bit heartless and cold-blooded. We're also wrathful. So we take revenge. I will tear his ribs into blood wings. Gain dread. Gain prestige. He's killed. All the family members of Ragnar like it better. And his opinion of me goes up. Actually, I'm curious. Ragnar. Who are your kids? Oh, that's parents. Children. Sigrid. My brain is, I talked in the first episode about the Bernard Cornwell books, The Last King, starting with The Last Kingdom. and I'm recognizing names from characters in it, which I think is interesting. Also, I noticed while poking about in between episodes, some of my kids have names I recognize as well, which is kind of interesting. Kind of why I wanted to play in this area, because it reminded me of the book. This man is yours, Great Odin. Gain that piety? Yeah, piety. He is still killed, and we gain revenge, or I have other plans for him. Nothing happens. I think we're going to take the dread. Though pleasing Odin seems good. How much do we need for our next level? Not tons. So it could be good. No, we're going for the dread. We're going for the fear approach, right? We've accepted this is who we are. So we now have 8 holdings, and we can only rule 3. So now we got to start creating some vassals. So if we scroll down, first off, we'll take a glance. Do we have anything that isn't a castle? Because we cannot own temple and city holdings. They're incompatible with who we are. We would need a mayor or a priest, high priest, something like that, to rule that sort of land. So now we got to decide what it is we want to rule. We'll probably keep. Let's take a look at our Duke title. Oh, do we not have the Duke title? Did I make that up? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. It confuses me sometimes because the names change with the different cultures that you're playing. Oh, we have a bunch of claims out there too. Cool. So we'll probably keep the holdings here in our dukedom, our jarldom. Jarldom's a great word. And then we'll probably give away the rest, I'm going to say. Now, I bet you that we can create dukey titles out of here. The Petty Kingdom of Northumberland. We cannot usurp it because I'm fighting someone. But otherwise we could. What about over here? The Duchy of Lancaster. I only have 2 of the 3, so I can't do any of it. Okay. So back to getting rid of these things because we can't rule them all. So let's get rid of... Oh, Lancaster Castle is really cool. Just because I know the name. And I know some of the history behind it. But we will give it up. We could give it to our son. Give him some practice ruling. That's not a terrible idea. In fact, giving various ones to our different kids make a lot of sense. So we will give Lancaster to our primary heir because it's a cool title. We will give Wetmorland to my next son. Was that my next son? I don't know now. Grant to... No, that's my son. Grant to you. We will grant... Sorry, I clicked on the city. What is the font? There we go. Grant to... You already have land, don't you? Yeah. Think so? I'm confused now. Yeah, him. I don't know why it's the only one he's showing me now. Oh no, this is my 3rd son. You have this land. And then we'll give away this one. Grant, what are we down? 5 of 3. Do I have more kids? How many kids do I have? Oh, I do have a ton of kids. They all have something, so I don't need to give them any more. So I don't want any vassals to become too powerful, so we're going to mix it up. We're going to get... This guy's a Grey Emissary. That's really good. We will give it... What are you? Brilliant Strategist. Oh, but you hate me with a burning passion. So we will grab you. And then this one, yeah, this should be our final one to give away. A random guy who doesn't despise me with all his heart. Oh, I have a hook on this guy. Oh, he's my mayor. Interesting. I do want to give this to someone Norse, I think. Don't need to, but I want to. The mayor is tempting, especially because I have a hook on him, which is he owes me a favor because I know he's got a lover, and I could use that to force his taxes up, which would be handy. Who expects to remain on the council? Wow, you're full of yourself. Lots of mayors. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it to this guy, and he's one of my champions. Cool. I still have too many holdings. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, I have a city I shouldn't have. So you can't choose a person. It just goes to a random person for cities and such. Okay, cool. We're down to our proper 3 holdings. We kept the territory of... Is this Jorvik? Yeah, Jorvik. Okay, what are we doing? Right, you're heading off. Call to war. My dear brother. I call on you to honor our alliance to join me in the Sons of Lothbrok invasion of East Anglia. Ugh, really? So, what? I don't really want to help you take land that I want for me. So what are you trying to take? Loses opinion of me if we decline. I'm tempted to decline. We should stick together, but I don't want you to take land. And it's not telling me what he wants. I don't know what he's after. What is he? He's attacking East Anglia. You know what? Okay, fine. 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 We'll help. It's fine. We'll deal with whatever it is. Worst case scenario, I'll kick your butt later. I'm being raided. Please stop raiding me. It's very rude. Wow, could you... Are you just attacking everyone? No, I'm not going to war with the homeland. What the... No. No. Dude. Inappropriate. Killing off these raiders. We're gonna have lots of issues with raiders. Because apparently there's no loyalty among the Norse people. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Religion. Religion's one of the oh, that's not religion. Religion's one of the cool things. There's different, obviously different religions. We have Osturu, which means we're warmongers, which means our people like being at war. The peace is the thing that makes them a little upset. We can do human sacrifice for piety, and we gain advantages on our ancestors. So the deeds of our ancestors affect us. There's a bunch of sub-rules that exist. For example, witchcraft is criminal. King slaying is criminal, but only close king. Can kill slightly further out kin, and it's fine. Divorce is always allowed, stuff like that. And finally, you have various virtues and sins. So sins for us are being forgiven, craven, and deceitful. Virtues for us is being wrathful, brave, and vengeful. Vengeful being the upper level of wrathful. And that's really cool. The Christians, can we see the Christian religion somehow? We can. So for the Christians, sins are lustful, gluttonous, deceitful, sadistic, vengeful. Virtues are chaste, temperate, honest, compassionate, forgiving. You kind of get where we're going with this. Divorce is not just allowed. You got to get approval from the Pope. They're monitored. They have communion, almond pilgrims. A bunch of different things to mix it up. We all have different holy sites, etc., etc. Oh, I can ransom an oral. Can't pay the full amount though, so no. I can stay take on right. Um, mm, sure. Why not? It's the only one not in jail. We have a hook. We have 2 hooks that allow us to modify our contracts, which is very nice. This is our son. We can force him to give us high taxes or high levies. Hmm. Hmm. That's actually interesting. What would we want? Money is nice. I like money. Taxes is nice. Oh, or levies is good too. Contributes 87 levies instead of... No, that can't be. Oh, he contributes 10 or 15. Or he gives me no money or no money. Because he's not making money right now. We're going to hang on to the contract negotiation. We'll see how he develops his country. I'm a little bit irritated. I'm thinking I shouldn't have accepted the wars. Because now I can't go to war. Because you would be the next person I declare war on. Would be this petty king. I'm just at war with him. Oh well. Not complaining. I'm helping my ally. It's all good. Blah blah. We're good Samaritan. It will be fine. Did you raided my territory? It's very rude. My army's up here taking this fort, which is good. Be good to end this war. Oh, I forgot one of our nephews was betrothed, not married. That's fine. Advice, mercenaries. I don't need mercenaries. Cool. So it was their only territory. So that's the end of the war. So we're going to bring our main army back for another cost of 5 gold or whatever. And then we can enforce our demands, which in this case, we will gain prestige and some money, which is great. Whoa, and we took it? What? Is this mine now? What? I did not expect that. From a defensive war? I was not paying enough attention. Oh no, I inherited... Oh, that's awkward for you. Did I inherit one of these territories? Wait, brain. I need my brain to work. Oh, I re-inherited... Okay, no, it's nothing like that. I'm losing my mind. We re-inherited one of the holdings that we gave to someone. So they had no heir and they died. We'll give it to my nephew then. My nephew has claims up there. That's cool. Yeah, get some practice. Yeah, one of the big things in this game is expanding your land through marriage, which is also not something I'm very good at maximizing at this point, but it is interesting. So we're going to need to finish up this war and then turn around and go back to war with them. Because we want their land, or we want to grow. We want to work towards getting the kingdom, which requires 21 locations and 2 duchy titles. So we have 8. So, you know, very good start, but we're going to have quite a bit of warring to go. And that's okay. War is fun. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.